Dajia Hao and Xinnian Kuaila, as they say in China. So, it's been a pretty exciting last about 16 hours in Bitcoin. I remember I stayed up late last night, and when I finally went to bed, I think the price had gotten to almost $29,900. And that was like the daily high, but then it started to fall back and it was just under $29,800. And I remember thinking to myself that we were probably going to see something similar to what we saw when the price hit $19,000. Now, Bitcoin hit $19,000 in late November, and that wasn't too much longer after it hit $18,000. I think it hit $18,000 less than 24 hours after it hit $16,000. But then we kind of became a little stagnant around $19,000 for a while. It kept going up and down from the high 19,000s to the high 18,000s. We even dropped down to 16,000s or something on Thanksgiving. We didn't actually hit 20,000 until December 16th. And I was thinking to myself that was probably going to happen again this month with 29,000 to 30,000. I was thinking we'd probably fluctuate between the high 29,000s to the low 29,000s for a while. Probably wouldn't hit $30,000 until the the middle of January. And then I woke up and I saw that while I was sleeping, Bitcoin had hit $33,000, and at the time I woke up, it was just under $33,000, and we had a big pullback a couple hours ago. It fell back to almost $30,000, but now it's been steadily climbing back up, and we are currently at $31,899, up 8.8% over the last 24 hours. Ethereum up 6% to $775. Yeah. I wonder how long it'll be till Ethereum hits $1,000. Can't wait for that. XRP down again after having a bit of a rebound recently. Litecoin up almost the same amount as Bitcoin percentage-wise, 8.76% compared to Bitcoin's 8.78%. And it's currently sitting at $137.50. Polkadot, the biggest gainer in the top 10 currently over the last 24 hours. It's up 11.3% at $9.25. I sprinkled a little bit of money into that a few months ago. I think I said that in my last video. Bcash up 3.6% at $354. Binance Coin, a little below its all-time high. It hit, I think, $39 the other day, but still crushing it. Slowed down a little bit, currently at $37.90. Cardano did not hit 20 cents like I thought it would before the end of the year. It's not had the big price increase like Bitcoin has. It's only up 1.5% over the last 24 hours. It's currently sitting at just below 18 cents, but I still expect big things for Cardano. Chainlink, don't have any Chainlink, but it's up 2.3% at $12.15. Yeah, I was really shocked when I saw the price this morning. Yeah, it's down over $1,000, but it looks like it's going to be hitting $32,000 very shortly. I think $35,000, it's only a matter of time. You know, I was telling my nephew that we're not going to go straight up to $100,000 or whatever the peak is going to be. I mean, we got to have a big pullback at some point, but who knows when that will be. It might not be until Bitcoin is at $45,000 and it might fall back to just like where it is now, or $35,000. So not I'm not telling you what to do, but like I was telling my nephew, I might have mentioned it earlier in another video, but my first Bitcoin purchase was when it was at an all-time high. It was a lot lower all-time high than it is now, much lower. But yeah, I only bought like $100 worth because I was afraid that the price would go down because the price had gone up so much within the last month or so prior to me buying my first Bitcoin. But I mean, I was really shocked because the weekend is usually a slow time for Bitcoin and it's a holiday weekend. I figured that people were going to be too hung over to do any investing. That's why I left this comment on the Modern Investors channel yesterday. I said, I think Bitcoin will crash below 27K this weekend. Well, I was just way off there, wasn't I? But maybe I need to start predicting crashes more often, and price will skyrocket to $100,000 by March, maybe. But anyway, yep, looks like 2021 is going to be a very, very good year for Bitcoin. Very glad to be out of 2020. And let's move on to the video. A couple months ago, I did a video detailing Bitcoin's price increase over a 3-year period starting on December 31st, New Year's Eve. Today, I'm going to look at the increase over 4 years, starting on New Year's Day, using this price chart of historical prices on New Year's Day that I found on Twitter. Now, we have had 2 down years in the last 10 years, but overall, Bitcoin has been on a major uptrend since its creation. So, looking at the price in 2011, it was $4.72 on New Year's Day. 4 years later, it was $429.95. That's an increase of about 91x. And then in 2012, the price was at $13.51. 4 years later, in 2016, the price was $963.38. That's an increase of about 71x. Next, 2013, the price was at $805.94. 4 years later, in 2017, the price was at $13,850. And that's an increase of about 17x. Next, in 2014, the price was at $318. 4 years later, in 2018, the price was $3,747. And that's an increase of approximately 12x. Next is 2015. The price was at almost $430. 4 years later, in 2019, the price was at $7,183. That's an increase of approximately 17x. And lastly, 2016. Shouldn't this be 2021 actually? Yeah. Maybe these are New Year's Eve, but it says New Year's Day. But anyway, this past week, the price was at $29,405. That was the price on, might have been at that price on New Year's Day, 2021. But 4 years ago, the price was at $963, and that's an increase of 30x. So as you can see, the smallest 4-year gain in the last 10 years has been 12x. I think just in the last 4 years, the average, since we did really good this year, has been about 20x. But let's say for the next 4 years, we just do 10x. And that would be like the lowest percentage increase in Bitcoin's history. Well, if we go by a factor of just 10x over the next 4 years, starting at 2017, we ended the year at and began 2018 at $13,850. So in about 1 year, we can expect Bitcoin to be at least $138,000. And then in 2018, we were at $3,747. So in 2 years, we can expect Bitcoin to be at least $37,000. Bear market is inevitable. But then we keep going, and in 3 years, we can expect the price of Bitcoin to be at least $72,000. And then in 4 years, we can expect the price to be at least close to $300,000. And then in 5 years, we said in 1 year it would be around $138,000. So 138,000 times 10 would be about $1.4 million. Of course, it can't keep doing this forever. I think if it did, Bitcoin would be about $2 quadrillion per coin by the end of the century. But I do seem to recall watching this interview with this financial expert a couple years ago, and he said he believed that Bitcoin would start to stabilize at around $2.5 to $5 million. So maybe in about 6 years it starts to stabilize, and we stop seeing these incredible gains, and maybe it only goes up 10 or 20% a year for a while. But anyway, again, this was just for fun, not financial advice. Do your own research. Remember, past performance is not a guarantee of future performance. I'm just showing you some possibilities of what could happen. Just take this video with a grain of salt. It's not financial advice. But I do believe that the future for Bitcoin is very, very bright indeed. I think I think we're past the point where, long past the point where someone could have, the average person could have one full Bitcoin. But if the price goes to 1.4 million in 5 years, 10% or 20% of a Bitcoin would still be pretty good. Again, not financial advice. Hope you enjoyed the video. And as they say in China, 再见.